Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. For those of you who are watching after the live stream and you would like to be part of the Lexa Tarot community or family, then just subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts, and then you will be notified the moment I upload content and the moment that I am doing a live stream. Now, this chat is a super chat live. This is not a free reading 5-minute mini sessions as I normally do on my channel. This one is either a $9.99 or $10 USD type of reading where you get to pick one, okay? One of the two questions that are placed in the chat or in the description box. So how does blank feel about me? Or how does blank possibly feel about me now? Or how does blank possibly feel or think? You got to pick one, okay? Now, here's the thing. I need for you to write either, is it a new connection? Is it a no contact connection? Is it an ex connection? Is it someone you just recently met type of connection? That's all you need to say. I don't need to know any details. And I will then give you more specific messages. Now, please know that these messages are for 10 minutes. Okay. I might go a little over, but not that much. Okay. So I'll channel as much as I can in regards to to the one question that you select. Okay, the one question that you select. All right, give me 2 seconds because I do need to put this here on my Instagram just to give those of you a heads up that follow me on my Instagram. Just give me 2 seconds. All right, intuitive friends. Let me see who's here, if anyone is here. All right, intuitive friends, give me 2 seconds here. Let me get back here on the channel and see what's going on. Again, intuitive friends, please make sure that you take a look at the examples. There are examples there provided in the description box as well as in the chat. This is not a free reading. It is a $10 USD reading. If you are doing $10 from a different currency, you need to make sure that the currency is equivalent to $10 of US money. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Let's see who's here. Before I see who's here, let's review what I just mentioned 2 seconds ago. Just want to make sure that we're all on the same page because it makes things flow a little quicker here. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Again, this is not a free reading. It is a $10 USD super chat only. Okay. And the only question that I'm going to be focusing on is you pick one of the two questions. So how does blank possibly feel about me now? Or how does blank possibly think about me now? Okay. Now, just be specific on the type of connection. Is it a current partner? Is it a no contact? Is it an ex? Is it a new connection? Okay. Just let me know so that I can be more specific on giving you the details that come through for entertainment purposes only. Please specify the connection, current partner, or no contact, or ex, or new partner. Remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. So, for example, how does Jane Doe possibly feel about me? New connection. Or how does John Doe think about me? And again, that being, let's say, for example, an ex. Okay. Now, my credentials and private reading information, as well as my testimonials, are down below, as well as in the chat. Please read the legal disclaimer, although I will be reviewing it shortly. This is a 10-minute reading. I will call you in the order that you've appeared on the chat list, and I might go a little over on those 10 minutes. So just giving you a heads up. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but we'll see what comes through. The legal disclaimer is as follows. These messages are for entertainment purposes only, and please remember that readings should never replace professional, licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional, licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional, medical, financial, therapeutic, or legal advice. Tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. Now, especially when we're talking about other people or other situations, right? So when you're bringing someone else into the mix, that's even more of a kind of point that you need to remember. It's not just what you're doing, but there could be, the other person is doing their own thing as well. So again, just keep that in the back of your mind. What you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, responsibility, and free will. Okay, so Bake 215, welcome. Thank you so much for your super. And Monica, thank you so much for your super. So Bake 215, please let me know if this is a no contact connection, if this is a current connection, if this is a new connection. If it's an X, let me know. Just specify. Oh, no contact. Perfect. Okay. I missed this reading. No worries. We're gonna get back on track. I just needed to make sure there were some things that I needed to post first on the channel, and that was the singles collective reading. All right, Bake 215. We're gonna start with you. So, Monica, thank you so much for your super as well. Thank you for being very specific there. Okay, good, perfect. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump straight into the reading. As I mentioned, that whatever comes through, again, is for entertainment purposes only. And just a reminder that we're going to take a look here at someone else's emotions, thoughts, or feelings. Okay. That being said, possibly, okay, possible thoughts or feelings here, depending which one you choose. So, Bake 215, how does Lila feel about me now? And this is a no contact. Okay. So, let's see Lila's feelings towards Bake 215, possibly right now at this moment in time. Possible feelings here Lila has here for Bake 215. Now, this deck that I'm shuffling has messages on both ends. It's the end that I am looking at, which is this direction that I'm going to be channeling. Okay, so let's take a look here at what's going through. What are Lila's feelings, possible feelings towards Bake 215 right now at this moment in time? See what's coming through. And we have here fate's crossroads. In a weave of chance and choices, find the path to lasting legacy. Okay. I feel this person, Lila, is at a crossroad. Okay. Now, this card that just came through here is on the reverse. Okay. So this person is on the reverse. I'm going to show you in the upright position. This is what it looks like in the upright position. Okay. But it came on the reverse. So fate's crossroads, in a weave of chance and choices, find the path to lasting legacies. I feel that in regards to emotions about you or possible feelings about you, Lila is at a crossroads. Okay. There's something here that has kind of been in a full stop, or she feels is at a stop. Okay. There are some decisions here that she may be making on her side, but I do feel it's kind of like, let me explain here the energy that I'm picking up. It's like the hanged man energy in tarot, where there's this kind of like limbo energy. There's this sense of a hard pause here. And the hard pause is about, well, I don't eat. It could be either one. Again, I don't know. I'm going to channel more messages. I don't want to, guess here, but it's feeling like I don't know where to go in regards to my feelings at this moment in time. Okay. So there's a stop because I feel here with this crossroad, there's a decision. Should I move forward or should I continue to move forward with my life? Should I remain hopeful or should I just start living my life and move in a different direction? Okay. So there is that limbo, uncertain apprehension type of feeling going on here. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through. Feelings. Give me more. Give me more here in regards to Lila's feelings towards Big 215. Give me more clarity on Fate's crossroads. Hopefully you should be able to see that there. There we go. All right, give me more. All right, the Sun. Yeah, Two of Swords and the Tower. Yep. Sure enough, exactly what I just said. Exactly what I just said. Two of Swords is in the middle of this three-card reading, validation, confirmation on the crossroad that I was feeling at the top of this reading, where it says, "I, in a weave of chance and choices, find the path of lasting legacy." She's trying to figure out, okay, what is the best possible um what can she do in regards to making herself happy, in regards to feeling alive and happy, because there's this, again, Two of Swords energy, this crossroad energy here. There's a lot of internal confusion in regards to feelings towards you. Okay. And it could have been very much connected to a breakup, separation, or divorce. Yeah, she has a Tower here. Okay. So, although there were happy emotions and feelings in the past or recent past, at this moment in time, there's a very big what if. There's a big kind of I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know what to think. I don't know because what I do know is that something definitely here either crumbled or disconnected, or there was a breakup, separation, or divorce. And due to that, I'm very far from the Sun card. Okay. So there are happy memories here at some point. There, memories of both of you together, right? So this person feels and thinks about that. And there's happiness when the thoughts, okay, so I know it's about feelings, but when she thinks about those moments together, they do bring this beautiful energy of, happiness and peace, right? In the past or recent past. But she's not in this energy at this moment in time. She's more in that Two of Swords with the Tower. So there's this energy here of like, I don't know what to think. One day I might think one thing or feel one thing, another day I might feel another. Now, although the Two of Swords, it's more about this sense of not seeing something clearly, not feeling a very clear indication of where her emotions are at this moment in time. The Two of Swords is also about not only two options, like I said, so she may be in the crossroad in her life right now where there may be two people, meaning you being the past and another person or avenue happening at this moment in time. So there could be two people, and there's this inner struggle of that two people. Okay. Should I keep thinking about and feeling a sense of longing or thinking about the good old days with Bake 215? Or should I move in a direction where there's a lot of transformation that's going to happen, where I'm going to be in a clean slate type of energy with someone else? Okay. So I feel that there's that duality, like I mentioned at the top of the reading with that crossroad. Okay. All right, let's see here. What is Lila possibly feeling here in regards to Bake 215? So the feelings are very, very conflicted. There's a sense of indecision. There's a sense of, I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to go. There could be two people, meaning you're one, and there could be possibly another person. Hence, two people here dueling it out. Okay. Give me more here in regards to, hold on one second, let's see. All right, let's start with the Sun card. Give me more details here with the Sun. Ooh, yeah, like I said, validation, confirmation, and that just popped out of the deck on its own. Okay, romance. Again, thinking about having emotional connection to the good old days, to the days when you were together, right? As a partner or as a couple, right? You see here the turtle. There may be a lot of long lasting memories. So whether it was that both of you were together for a very long time, or whether the memories of happiness is essentially still very much connected to the emotions of the past, of the romance, and of the happiness at that specific point in time. Okay, let's take a look at Two of Swords here. Give me more in regards to this energy. How does Lila possibly feel here in regards to this Two of Swords, which is all about internal conflict, indecision, maybe even here, possibly choosing between two people? Conflicted by two different energies. Give me clarity here, more details on the Two of Swords. Oops. All right, and photography. It says, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia. And there you go, making new memories. Exactly what I just said. Torn between the past, you, and possibly here torn between making new memories with someone else or whatever options may be at her disposal at this moment in time. There is heartbreak. How does she feel towards you right now? There is a heartbreak. There's that pain of what I said here having to do with the Tower, the breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay, the pain, the separation, the breakup. Okay, so there you go. Validation, confirmation on those feelings here connected to the Two of Swords. All right, let's see what else is coming through here with this Tower. What are Lila's feelings here towards Bake 215? What is Lila's possible feeling here towards Bake 215? Lila's possible feelings here towards Bake 215. Okay, something flipped over. Let's see what that something is. Attachment issues. Issues of attachment, either excessive or fearful, may rise. Okay, so this Tower moment symbolizes here this energy she's in regards to perhaps there were a little bit of codependency issues here, spending a lot of time with each other to the point that it was very either kind of obsessive or excessive, and the crumbling of that. So there's this energy here of trying to figure out or gaining some type of clarity in regards to the new start here. Okay, because yes, the the tower is here is ruled by Mars. By the way, Mars is in Aries right now, so talk about setting things on fire. But there's this energy here um about this attachment that may be going on. Okay, now there could be here elements of like, if there is a possible way of like checking in or seeing if you have social media or things of that nature, that could very well be the case. But remember, the tower crumbles. The tower is a shakeup. The tower is something has completely disconnected, crumbled, shaken to the ground, because there is a revelation that needs to be had. So there's some type of revelation that she's having right now in regards to this breakup, separation, or divorce that may be surrounded or that may be surrounding some attachment issues here, whether or codependency issues here. Okay. All right, let's see. Give me more clarity here with the tower. I feel that there is a release here, though. She does feel a release from that. So this is not like, oh, this is not like, how can I explain this energy? There may be a part of you that wants to take a look at this as like, this is hopeful, but in reality, this is a person disconnecting. They're disconnecting from the energy that they had with you. Okay. This is not like a happily ever after type of energy here. This is someone who, through this breakup, separation, or divorce, has realized that there may have been some attachment issues or area or something here of codependency. And Lila may be feeling the revelation. There's something of an aha moment here that could be happening due to that breakup, separation, or divorce. So, due to the breakup, separation, or divorce, there's this energy here of like, well, now what do I do now? Do I go left or do I go right? Do I still think about my person from the past or recent past where there's a lot of heartbreak and there are things that I learned? Or is there something here that I want to start fresh, straight from scratch? Okay. So let's see what else is coming through. All right, give me more here on that tower moment. Okay, gossip spreads. Rumors are spreading quickly. There's something here about, and I've said that because this has come out in your readings, I don't know how many times. Okay, maybe you want a different answer, but I'm sorry, I have to be honest with what comes through. There is someone in this person's ear, either convincing them or trying to make a move or something here due to the breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay. Simple as that. And that could also be what's adding to this confusion and to this crossroad, whether it be a friend, family, or loved one, or whether this is a new person who has eyes on her and she is conflicted because she's stuck in the middle of past energy and love, or perhaps here a new avenue or a new person or a new connection. Literally what I just said a little while ago. So there could be someone here, which I mentioned at the top of the reading, could be, yeah, maybe she is feeling all these emotions, mixed emotions, two of swords. They're not clear. Yes, a lot has to do with the past, the recent past, the happiness, the romance, the love. But at this moment in time, there's this energy here of, I'm kind of stuck in the middle. There's a sense of apprehension. There's a sense of nostalgia. Okay. There's the pain of the breakup, separation, divorce. That may be clouding her judgment. And if there is someone, friend or other, a person who may possibly here be interested in her, that may be that energy here of talking about, oh, let that go. That's in the past. Look at you now. You're by yourself. And then that is triggering this energy here of like, well, what should I do? Should I move forward? Oh, I'm going to be supportive of you. But in reality, I feel that there's a person here eyeing on the fact that, well, now that this has crumbled, there is a new energy here of starting something new, which is making new memories that are not including you. This is a new timeline, a new decision, a new avenue. So that's what I'm possibly getting. And again, validation confirmation here in regards to that. Because that's exactly what I was telling you. I was picking up a different energy here. There are two people, two of swords. Two people in this deck, in this card, not one, two different type of men. Okay. So again, that duality here is coming through. Something isn't clear in the present moment. Is there a lot of love here from the past or recent past? Yes. But what are her feelings right now at this moment in time? They're jumbled up. There's a lot going on here. Okay. So I like to be very honest and clear on what I'm picking up here. All right. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through. I'm going to pick actually two more decks. And then, yeah, let's do two more decks. So this is one, and then I'm going to pick up the other one. All right, give me more here. What are Lila's emotions here towards Big 215 at this moment in time? No place like home. Okay. There is a sense here of, again, thinking about the past, thinking about the romance, thinking about what was, feeling here about the good old days, as I said here. Okay. So thinking about the good old days, no place like home. No matter what, this person, Lila, has a very deep connection with you. So that is not, I'm not even questioning that. Because it's coming through. I feel very at home with Bay 215. That doesn't eliminate outside factors beyond her control and beyond your control. And that could be, like I said at the top of the reading, with the second person and this person here eyeing this other person. That doesn't eliminate the fact that there could be here someone saying something in order to continue this jumbled up energy. Okay, so that's how this is coming through. All right, let's do one last and final card. Give me the light of this energy. Give me the shadow and give me the light. So give me the shadow first. Shadow side of this reading. Shadow side of Lila's feelings towards, okay, shadow side. Feels wrong, bad idea, manipulated, led astray. Okay, there are two cards. What did I say? Give me the shadow side of this reading. Okay, there you go. Validation, confirmation, and what I said before. Currents too strong, trying to find the solid ground. Again, feeling like I said a little while ago, I was mentioning the hangsman energy that I was getting here. Feeling of suspension. Don't know where to go. Apprehensive. Take it as you wish. I mean, listen, I'm just channeling here what is coming through. And again, validation, confirmation there on that shadow side. Okay. So this is exactly what I was talking about since the top of the reading. Let's take a look at the light side. What is the light side here? Especially the light side here with the sun or romance. Okay. Light side says, yes, glowing results, clarity, seeing the whole picture. Okay. So there are times when, like I mentioned, validation, confirmation, you see that light bulb there, the thought of the past, the thought of the yesteryears, the thought of the emotions of romance here. So that still holds true. Bake 215, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, my dear. Hopefully this is giving you some type of clarity for entertainment purposes only. All right, intuitive friends, let's see. Okay, let's see who's up next. Up next, we have Monica. But before I jump into Monica's reading, I will definitely take a look here in the chat. But let's take a look here. First and foremost, for those of you who are stopping by and watching, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. That being said, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings. Okay, they're already up. And for those of you who are single, you have the singles reading. Intuitive friends, please make sure you're reading the big highlighted message at the top of the chat, and that you are reading the title of this live. It's about how does so-and-so possibly feel about me, or how does so-and-so possibly think about me, for entertainment purposes only. So please make sure that you are reading that before you hop on the chat and before you send a super, because that's what I am focusing on today. Okay, intuitive friends? I make sure that all the information that's on the chat is very crystal clear on what I'm doing here today. So it is, for some of you, it's about love. For others of you, maybe there's something here going on with a family member. Maybe there's something here about someone that, again, there's many different things. This could be a no contact. This could be an ex. This could be your current partner. This could be a new connection. But it's all about either romantic love or non-romantic love, which again, if it's like a sibling or it's like a family issue, like whatever it is, just give me a heads up. But everything is listed there, okay? And when you write the person, just let me know if it's a no contact, if it's an ex, if it's a sibling rivalry, if it's a family issue. I don't know if this is a family member, okay? Because I'm not going to pick romance cards if it's a family member. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I am making sure that it's 10 minutes. So I just want to narrow things down so things could go a whole lot quicker and easier. Okay, intuitive friends? All right. That being said, all right, give me 1 second. Now, remember, intuitive friends, I will be using different decks for different readings. So again, just for some of you who are like, oh, how come I didn't get that deck? Well, because you didn't get that deck. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That there's a reason. Just let me do my thing as I always do and trust the process. Okay, trust the process, intuitive friends. All right, let us jump to the next person here on the list. Give me 1 second. Please identify the person or the situation. If it's no contact, write no contact. If it's an X, write X. If it's a new connection, write new connection. If it's a sibling rivalry, if it's a sibling, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, all you need to do is just write one word so that I'm aware of what's going on here in regards to the context. Everything else I don't need to know. All right, intuitive friends, let's see what's coming through. Who's up next? Hello. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to go straight into the next reading, and that is Monica. Monica, welcome. Monica, thank you so much for writing that very specifically here. How does S feel about me right now? No contact. Perfect example. You guys want to see an example? That's an example right there. Okay. Got the question down packed, wrote the initial, and let me know if it's a new connection, no contact, a brother, a sister, a this, or that, or whatever. Okay. So it doesn't have to be in love, but it's about someone else. So we do need to kind of talk about that. All right. Monica said, I missed these readings. Awesome. Yeah, I am back. Tamika, thank you so much, Tamika. Can you tell me about finances? Not in this reading. Sorry, Alexa. Oh, okay. All right. Can you please tell me about Daniel Collins? Sir, by the way, I got to take that out. You can't write someone's complete name there. You got to just say DC or D or something like that. You cannot write someone's full name there, guys. Okay, that's invasion of privacy there. You guys gotta read. You gotta read the the things that I write up there. Okay. All right. So yeah, just let me know who DC or D is. Okay. So definitely. All right. Awesome. So let's jump to the next reading, and that is. Hold on. And that is Monica. Hello, Monica. Welcome. So your reading is focusing on a no contact reading. And we're going to take a look here at how does S feel about you right now. And this is a no contact reading. How does S feel about Monica right about now? And this is a no contact. All right. So let's take a look here at what's coming through. How does S feel about Monica? After Monica, we have Tamika coming up next. Okay, if any of you would like to have a $10, how does so-and-so possibly feel? Just write initial or their first name only. Okay. Or what they think, just pick one. If it's, we'll talk more about that later. Let me just focus here. So how does S possibly feel about Monica right now at this moment in time? Okay, laid to rest, letting go of lingering disputes and making peace within themselves. So that's one. Shards of love, past trauma leaves scars, taking time to heal. Okay, so S, number one, healing from the breakup, separation, divorce, from the connection with you. Okay, how does S feel? Well, there's a lot of residual energies there, but S is healing from whatever may have occurred here between the both of you. S is also here, and this is in the upright position, okay, is laying things to rest. They're just kind of like letting something go, surrendering to the process of the fact that something has ended, something has shattered, or something has gone its separate ways. Okay. So there is a feeling of acceptance. There is a feeling here of healing themselves, as healing themselves, healing himself. Okay. And also letting go of whatever residual energies, anger, hurt, whatever emotions this person was hanging on to. Okay. And not letting go. There's this energy here where it's like, okay, you know what? Whatever happens with Monica, whatever connection we have, whatever emotions we have, I have to let that go. I have to heal from what the breakup, separation, or divorce may have presented or may have made me aware of, or the lessons that I learned, the pain that I went through, the pain that I may have caused, the things that may have done. So there's this energy here of this sense of reflection, of this hermit card in tarot, of self-reflection and just letting it go. Okay. So there isn't this sense of heavy, so far, there isn't a sense here of heavy struggle. There's a sense of saying, okay, you know, I accept the loss, I accept the situation. You know, maybe, you know, there's some things that S may have done that wasn't the very best. Again, healing. So that's what I'm getting here. Let's see here what else S may be feeling here. What is S possibly feeling in regards to Monica? Look at that. Did you see that? 8 of Cups. Emotionally disengaging. Getting back into his own groove and waiting for an opportunity to move on. Basically, that's why he's healing. All right. 8 of Cups. Emotionally disengaging from the past connection, from you, from the memories, walking away from emotions, walking away from whatever may have caused here some type of unsettling emotions. Okay. How does he feel about you, about whatever? Well, he's really focusing on money, career, finances, restructuring his base, his foundation. There's a sense here where not only is he emotionally disengaging from his emotions, but that's the same thing I mentioned at the top. He's putting things to rest in regards to emotions, things that connected to you and to the connection that was had in the past or recent past. Okay. I feel that this person is very much thinking or feeling here like, okay, now I'm starting to revamp. Now I'm starting to get my ducks in a row again because now my emotions, I've let that go. I've turned over, or I'm about to turn over a new leaf in regards to what I want to do next, whatever that is, whether it's another connection, whether it's about finances, whether it's about career, whether it's, okay, I'm going to find some, you know, some sugar mama for me. I don't know. But the King of Pentacles here is someone who's stable, restabilizing himself here in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So he's getting himself back into the swing of things slowly but surely. It could be someone who has, again, let go of whatever lingering emotions have been felt in regards to the breakup, separation, or divorce. making peace with himself so that he can continue to heal. Because straight here, it's I'm leaving this behind, I'm leaving this behind, I'm letting it go. Leaving it behind, and I'm healing from it so that I can get myself back into the swing of things with the King of Pentacles. And once I feel that I am back into the swing of things, whether it's that this is compensating for the hurt, but again, it feels like this person is just letting that go. They're like, okay, thank you, next. Because they're going to be focusing on their career or money or finding someone else to, I don't know, get money from or find a sugar mama or something. But the King of Pentacles here is that energy here of like, I'm going to restabilize myself after letting go of all my emotions here connected to that past connection. Three of Wands, waiting for the right opportunity to get back into the swing of things, get back into whatever is inspiring or whatever this person S's desires are in regards to the next move, the next place to create even more stability. Okay. It could be very much work or career connected, because Pentacles, energy, and Wands, very much. This person could be rethinking or placing their energy, their emotion here on work as a form to emotionally disengage from this past connection. Let's keep exploring here what else is coming through. All right, let's do this. Give me more on the, yeah, letting go of the chemistry. Like exactly what I said, letting go of the emotions. What is us walking away from? The chemistry, the emotion, there's literally trying to turn over a new leaf, emotionally speaking. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's get here. Give me more here on this King of Pentacles. How is S feeling about Monica, possibly here at this moment in time? Look at that. I don't even have to look. Girl with the snake. Narcissist paradigm. Being charmed. Used. Enabled. Boundaries. I'm going to tell you something here. I don't know what this person, S, I don't know why you guys broke up, had a breakup, separation, or divorce, or whatever this is about. But remember that I said this person may be even looking for another person, especially like I'm getting this sugar mama thing. I don't know what the hell that's about, but I know it's related to money. It's related either to resources, money, value, stature, or power. And I feel that the reason why this person's emotions have shifted into a new direction is because they're trying to find someone else that could replace whatever you were. Woo! Thunder, baby, thunder. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if you heard that. That was just a big, huge thunder here in New York City when I said that. Talk about validation confirmation. There you go. Okay. There's some sneakiness here. Snake, something sneaky. Something sneaky here. Let's take a look here. Two of Wands. What is S's feelings here towards... Wait, hold on. What is S's feelings here towards Monica? Possible feelings here. S may be feeling here towards Monica with the Three of Wands energy. Okay, let's see. Path unknown. What did I say? Didn't I just say that this person is looking at another possible potential or opportunity elsewhere in some way, shape, or form? There we go. Now, I know that the reading is about what this person may possibly feel about you. But like I said at the top of the reading, this person has emotionally disengaged. They've emotionally disengaged from your energy because they are looking for what is coming up next. What is going to put them back into the foundation? What is going to get them back into the swing of things? Even here to the point where it's like, who can I borrow money from? Who can I take from? That type of sneakiness. So it's as if this is actually a good thing because it's coming across as like they've released you. And what they're looking for now, it says a no path, a path ahead in a relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. Yeah. Thinking about who can be next, who can we replace, who can, I don't know, give me whatever. I don't know if this is a finance thing. I don't know if it's a career thing. I don't know if it's an opportunity thing. But this person is looking in a direction of like, who's next? Because there's something shady here with girl with the snake. Okay. So again, that's why it's not only coming up as your feelings towards you, possibly here, the letting go of feelings towards you, but kind of even like I'm getting feelings in what they want to do next, too. You know what I mean? It's so interesting because it's opening that door for me energetically here. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Give me more. Give me more clarity here. All right, I'm going to use 2 more decks and then we're going to wrap this reading up. So I'm going to use this one and another one, okay? All right, give me more here. Give me more details in regards to S's feelings towards Monica. Lucky, serendipity, observe. Yeah, searching. Oh my God, people just got serious, crazy things. Okay, first of all, this person is hoping that they bump into you. Okay, they're hoping that, I don't know, they bump into you or that if, and I'm not saying this person will or whatever, but maybe they have, reached out or their feelings are like, yeah, even though I'm emotionally disengaged in whatever connection we had here in the past or recent past, I feel that there's this little trickery thing going on in regards to this person's emotions. Maybe even hoping here with girl with the snake that there's some type of crossing of the paths. Now, I'm going to tell you something here. This person may be emotionally disconnected. That doesn't mean that they're not perhaps here watching you from afar. So if you are placing things on your social media, this person could be just curious, not because they have emotions, but because they just want to be nosy. Because they're walking away from the chemistry. They're leaving the love, the emotions behind. But there's something about wanting to be sneaky, maybe trying to find out what you're doing. How are you doing? How's your money going? How's your success? How's your career? How are your finances? What are, whatever. Snake is coming across as a sneaky person. So there's some type of energy there. And sure enough, like I mentioned, 3 of Wands energy. Taking a moment to observe and waiting for the right opportunity. And I wouldn't even be surprised here that if this person may even possibly attempt at some point in time, should something go in a very beautiful unfolding here, having to do with your nest egg, money, finances, career. Oh, I just wanted to stop by to say congratulations because I saw something on your social media, to find a way to sneak back in. Okay. Very, very interesting. All right, let's take a look at the, I want to see the shadow side of the snake with the King of Pentacles. I want to see here. Give me more. Give me the shadow side here. Give me the shadow side of the snake, the person with the snake. Okay. Give me more energy details here connected to the person with the snake. Ooh, the shadow side. Blows up in your face. Explosive combo. Broken. There was something this person was trying to do here with you at some point in time that just blew up in their face. Whatever sneakiness this was, it blew up in this person's face. Whether it is that you found out about it, whether it's that you felt something about it, but their emotions are like, yup, I got caught, I got had. Monica figured something out. Whatever it was. Okay, look at that, right behind it. Getting caught. Net loss. What did I tell you? Something about finances here. On the tail end of things. Validation confirmation. For entertainment purposes only, but I'm telling you, what I channel at the beginning of a reading is just like, boom, there you go. Something blew up in this person's face. And their emotions are like, yep, I got caught. I got caught. I got caught. Something having to do with money, with finances, or resources, or something valuable. Got caught red-handed. Let me get the light side of... Let me get the light side here of the serendipity. What is that about? S's feelings towards Monica. Give me more details on serendipity. Finding fertile ground, steady growth, fruitful. What did I just say? I would not be surprised if this person happens to so coincidentally reach out to you when there is either something happening in regards to you leveling up, having a glow up, connected to career, connected to money, connected to you doing better. An opportunity, finding fertile ground, steady growth and fruitful when you're doing very well. Don't be surprised if at some point that coinciding, oh, isn't that interesting? So-and-so is texting me just to say congratulations, or so-and-so is texting me to find out how I'm doing with my career because I want to be friends. Okay? That's what this is about. Staking you out. Okay? So just saying, let me know if that resonates for you, because that's exactly what I was picking up. And sure enough, in case the universe was like, just in case Monica doesn't know what Lexa Tarot is going to be talking about, they share an exact same copy of a leaf here with the exact same amount of leaves. There are 4 leaves here and there are 4 leaves here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not kidding you. Look at that. You're seeing it. So validation, confirmation to that coinky dink that this person may be hoping that they get an opportunity from the universe. But just letting you know, for entertainment purposes only. I hope these messages have resonated, Monica. Thank you so much for being here. Again, there may be an opportunity that is being seen, or, okay, listen to the message again, because I'm not going to go back. So just listen again to the message that came through, okay? I wouldn't be surprised, and that's what I said before, I wouldn't be surprised if this person is staking you out to see if there's any way that there is a glow up or an opportunity. But remember, like I said, there's some sneaky energy going on here. There's something about sugar mama that came through. I don't know what that's about. And validation, confirmation, that's exactly what came through as the last card here in the reading. Okay, so I don't know if whatever this may be, but you know, there's something about money. I don't know if this person was borrowing money from you or they were asking for loans or whatever it is, but I don't know. But there's something here having to do with money or something about deep value here. And if it's not with you, they're going to find someone else to do the same thing. So this is a pattern this person has. This is not just a you thing. Whatever created the breakup, separation, or divorce here, or the separation or whatever, yeah, it's coming through like this person has a pattern because they're looking for like the next opportunity, next person, next, you know. But there's something about, and again, if it's not money, because remember, Pentacles energy is something of value. Doesn't have to be tangible, doesn't have to be tangible money, but there's a shadiness to this. There's something of value. There's some type of shadiness here. So whatever it is, could be finances, but it could be something of value. This person, there's something there going on. All right. That being said, hopefully that resonated for you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Monica. Up next, we have Tamika. Of course, I'm going to check back into the chat list in a minute, but that's what I'm getting here in regards to this reading. Intuitive friends, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. If you're asking about a person, please do not give me the person's name. Just write their initial, okay? Just write their initials, and then we'll take it from there. All righty? All right, intuitive friends, let me just put all these cards back into the deck. And as I'm doing that, I'll be reminding you here, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings. They're already up there. April readings are there. Astrological New Year reading is also there in the timeless pick a card readings. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. I just threw. Hold on. Was this one next? No, this one was next. Okay, sorry, because I have like a particular order here. Alrighty. Alrighty. Give me 1 second, intuitive friends. Wow, that was a big thunder and it wasn't even rain. A little bit of rain came down. Interesting. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's see what's coming through. Let's see the next person. I think it's Tamika. Okay, hold on one second, intuitive friends. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Thank you so much, Monica. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Up next, we have Tamika. All right, Tamika. Okay, what's going on? Okay, how does DC feel about me? No contact. Okay, and Shatira. Hello, Shatira. Welcome. So after Tamika, we have Shatira. And by the way, let's welcome Universal Butterfly. So sorry, Butterfly, if I didn't welcome you before, my apologies. Welcome, Butterfly. Thank you so much for volunteering your time here on the channel. I see a lot of roses here. Monica said, thank you, dear Lexa, and dropped a rose. Wonderful. I'm happy that these messages are resonating for you. Again, we don't know what the person with the no contact may be, there's, you know what I mean? Like, take it as it may resonate, but sometimes I get storylines very much connected to whatever's like, it's like opening up Pandora's box and it's like unpacking here. Okay. Now, up next, we have Tamika. Hello, Tamika. Welcome back to the channel. Tamika, let's take a look at what is DC possibly feeling here towards you. Okay, what is DC possibly feeling towards you in this no contact connection? Okay, no contact situation. So let's take a look here at how DC is possibly, I want to say it's feeling, right? Was it feeling or thinking? Hold on. Feels. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it is feels. Okay. Let's see. And up next is Shatira right after Tamika. Okay. So Tamika, let's see here what's coming through in regards to DC. What are DC's feelings towards Tamika in this no contact? DC's possible feelings towards Tamika here in this no contact situation. All right, let's see what's coming through. What is DC's possible feelings here towards Tamika? All right, Tamika, let's see what's coming through here for you. DC's feelings. And we have here peace of pleasure. Resist the rush, adopt a slower stride, and savor each moment savor each moment's essence. Now, what's interesting is that this card has come up in reverse. Okay. So there's this sense here that I'm picking up. And granted, I'm going to be channeling about this person's emotions, but, I can't, I got to tell you what comes through. So I'm not, I feel there was something here about either not getting proper closure on something, or there was something about like time stopped. Okay. Now this clock, it's in the reverse. So time has stopped. There was possibly here like a lack of closure of some sorts. There was something here that has come to a definite like stop. Like the hands of time have frozen. Okay. I feel that there is this sense of this person, whether or not there was closure or whether or not there wasn't closure, I'm getting there were some things here that may have been left unspoken, unsaid, okay, kept, suppressed, or not expressed, okay? There was this sense of like wanting to say something, perhaps when this connection disconnected or when this relationship went its separate ways, that I feel it's like DC may have held back words, emotions, or something. Because it may have seemed a little bit either standoffish, but there's something here about not a proper closure. And if there was closure, there was something left unsaid. Okay. Let's see what else comes through here in regards to this. Give me more. What is DC's possible feelings here in regards to Tamika? Huh. Queen of Pentacles. This person felt like you were a rock solid person. I'm getting this person felt like you were a rock solid person, a person that was either very good with finances or there was this kind of like down to earth, practical approach that you had in life. Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing as well. There's a sense of like rock solidness about you, whether it's maybe your personality, maybe how you came across in the connection. You are valuable. They're valuable. They're fond emotions here towards you with the Queen of Pentacles. So this person thinks highly of you. So there may be this sense here of, even though there was a breakup, separation, or divorce, there is a sense of like, I still feel or think fondly of Tamika with the Queen of Pentacles. Feeling like you were a solid person, maybe even reliable, reliable, dependable human being here. Let's see, what else is DC's feelings here towards Tamika? Possible feelings. 9 of Swords. Yeah, I knew it. I kept telling you I was feeling a lot of rift there of possible something left, like this person didn't say. The Page of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups. Yeah, okay. So Queen of Pentacles, this person feels that you're a rock solid individual, you're reliable, you're nurturing, down to earth. You could be a type of person who is really good with making things happen. Like you're the person that maybe people come to because you're dependable, you're reliable, you're compassionate. There's a security or stability within you. And this person feels like no matter when this connection happened, it's like you have a personality that, I'm getting like even like the Midas touch, like whatever you want to think and make happen, you do. Now, it takes time for you to make it happen, but this person sees you here as a person who is resourceful. Okay. Doesn't have to be connected to money, but it could. Okay. So there's something about the value of you. Now, 9 of Swords. Like I said, there was a breakup, separation, or divorce here that may have created this sense of I didn't get to say, or I didn't get to explain, or I didn't get to share something here, because the 9 of Swords is this energy of anguish. Okay. 9 of Swords is haunting memories. things that may have been said or done, that whether there's a feeling of regret or whether it's this person did you wrong, or the manner that this breakup, separation, or divorce, something here happened in a way that caused a lot of distress. This person feels, maybe here even feels guilty if there was something that this person did to cause the breakup, separation, or divorce. It's like, now in retrospect, you were a good person, and I know I brought you anguish. Okay. Or I brought you stress, or the breakup, separation, or divorce may have been something here that was haunting this person's thoughts for a while. Okay. What I'm also getting here with the Page of Pentacles is this person is pretty much in the mindset of, now at this moment in time, they've let it go. Okay. They've let it go. They're trying to revamp their life slowly, or they're trying to move away from this disconnect slowly. Page of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups, this person may be moving into a different direction and restabilizing their love life or their life in general. Okay. It still doesn't take away that, like I said here, I feel like there's a standstill. That's something that may have or should have been said or expressed. There's like regret on, man, either I shouldn't have done that way, or I should have allowed myself to share how I felt about something, or put a proper closure on something. Because the Nine of Swords is this energy where this person was feeling like, wow, either I put you through the ringer, or this entire connection was a very difficult pill to swallow here with this Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, yeah, Nine of Swords. Page of Pentacles, they're in a new mindset. They've, again, emotionally disconnected from this connection, or at the very least thinking about, moving towards the direction of building themselves something new. And I'm also getting here with the Page of Pentacles, it was something that this person learned. And they may have learned it after the fact, after the breakup, separation, or divorce. Maybe even this kind of thinking that the grass was greener elsewhere, and it really wasn't. There was like a sense of a rude awakening here that I'm getting with the Nine of Swords. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Give me more here in regards to DC's feelings towards possible feelings. DC's possible feelings towards Tamika. Queen of Pentacles. Give me more clarity here on the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm getting like this very deep clarity here. Like this person considered you. They feel like you're that Queen of Pentacles. You're that person that they may still think of you highly, even if you might say to yourself, well, I don't know how this person could because they did X, Y, and Z, or whatever may have happened. But just remember, the way that connections end and the way that as time unfolds, the way that people reflect upon the past may change, okay? Through growth, slow growth, okay? So let's see here. What's coming through here with the Queen of Pentacles? DC's thoughts towards Monaco, or I'm sorry, towards Tamika. Balance, yeah. You see? Balance and maturity. What did I say? Maturity. In retrospect, as years have unfolded, this person has realized that, wow, this person may feel, DC may feel that there was this level here of give and take, that you were a balance, like I said, stable and secure, reliable. mature. Maybe you were ready, mature wise, and perhaps this person wasn't at the time of the connection, or vice versa. You maybe weren't mature or experienced, and this person may have been. Okay? So this could go either way. But maturity at play. After thinking about certain things having to do with feelings towards you, there's an aha moment. I just said that 2 seconds ago. It says sometimes people think that the anger and all that, whatever happened, is at the forefront, and sometimes that wears away through time. So very, very interesting. Okay, give me more clarity here on DC's feelings towards Tamika. Possible feelings. DC's possible feelings here towards Tamika. DC's possible feelings towards Tamika. Push and pull. Something may have been done in a state of anger or said in a state of anger. One person could have been very explosive, the other one could have been very quiet and repressed feelings or emotions, don't know who was what or what was the situation here. But I'm getting this push and pull. So this push and pull says the push and pull in the past relationship caused emotional instability. As I said, it was a doozy. So this connection, whether it was an argument, whether it was things, painful situation that this person may have been going through and you didn't know about, or they didn't share with you, or whether this ruckus right here was about the connection. But the Nine of Swords is, like I said, that haunting memory. And that haunting memory, or that suppressed emotion here, or the lack of closure, may have created here this emotional instability, which is the reason why the Nine of Swords is here. Now, granted, the swords is about the mind, but sometimes what happens in the mind is felt in the heart. Water. So something that may have started off in the past or recent past as an explosive disconnection, breakup, separation, or divorce, with time, reflection seep through, and an awareness or a sense of maturity has emerged. So I feel this person thinks highly of you. There are some things here that they feel could have been different or that they should have done differently. Overall, they've disconnected. They've kind of like made amends with themselves. Pace of pleasure, I'm getting here like internal peace. So there's a sense of internal peace here after letting something go, but there was a valuable lesson in whatever this connection was about. All right. Give me more here about this Nine of Swords. Or, yeah, the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Letting go of that. Emotion, healthy choices. Yeah. Making healthy choices. Yeah. Remember that I said that this person has learned something. So, yeah, look, palm tree, stability. They learned something here. So they see you, or they feel that you are very much an important part of some type of growth that this person may have had in the long run. So although there's an emotional disconnection here from this past connection, there's something about a learning process here. This person learned something through this breakup, separation, or divorce. Something that, whether it was their lack of maturity or something here that they didn't understand how to balance something here within the connection, maybe even with themselves, because this Nine of Swords, again, could be connected to the breakup, separation, or divorce, but this could be very well connected to, you know, to something that this person may have been going through in their life, you know? All right, let's see here. Give me more clarity here in regards to milk and honey. Yeah, I feel this person has like you know, things are good in regards to this person. There's this energy here of like, yeah, there may have been something here that was very powerful, but like I said at the top of the reading, there's kind of like they think highly of you, you know? Yeah, and you may, I don't know if you may kind of be like, really, but yeah, there's this energy of like after the storm, after the breakup, separation, of divorce, after the kind of like Nine of Swords energy that either this person had on, you know, that they did towards you, or that this you did to them, or whatever this is. There's this energy of like, you know what, at the end of the day, you know, Tamika was a solid person, you know, stable, secure, practical, milk and honey. There's something nourishing about this connection that allowed them to see the sweetness of a lesson here. Or there's this bittersweet, right? It may have been that at the beginning, but here with honey is coming this sense of like, I'm thinking, you know, good thoughts now after the storm, because you see this rainbow here. All right. Let's take a look here at the shadow side of the emotions first, and then we're going to end with the light side. Shadow side of the emotion: yield, pour, effort, wasted. Okay. They may feel like the opportunity they had with you, they wasted it. They didn't know how to make it more abundant. There could have been regret here. And look, I don't know if you can see it, but there is that corn. And then right in between the corn, you see that skeleton. That breakup, separation exposed something within them or made them aware. Let me get the light side of this reading in regards to DC's emotions. Light side, okay? You get a lucky break. It's a successful venture. You see, there's something about this energy of emotion here about like this person may have felt lucky to have met you, to have found you. Maybe they wasted an opportunity here. Maybe they didn't do or say something the way that they could have now in retrospect. And here it says brilliant idea, clear path, bright future ahead. Yeah. There's this kind of like again, there's this feeling of like bygones be bygones with this person. I don't feel this kind of energy of like holding on to something from the past or being like, I hate you or anything like that. That's not how it's coming across. It's coming across as a sense of realization. Okay. And thinking fondly of you, you know, or kind of like, you know, if someone were to like, you know, if is Tamika a good person? Yeah, you know, she's a solid person. You know, it's just that maybe we weren't compatible. Maybe our maturity was off. Maybe I wasn't ready because I was going through something really big in my life. But, you know, that's what I'm getting here. Tamika, I hope these messages have been insightful. Thank you so much for being here. I hope these messages have given you some type of clarity for entertainment purposes only. And yeah, that's what I've got for you. All right. That being said, we're going to jump into the next reading. I'll take a look at who else is here after Shatira. But first, let me put all these away. Intuitive friends, I hope you are enjoying these messages for entertainment purposes only. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings. The singles readings are out already. I did it as a live, but it should be under the singles collective readings. Okay, so it should be under the singles playlist. So take a look at that also, intuitive friends. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. So, yeah. So Tamika, let me know if that resonated. This was actually a very nice reading in regards to, like, even if this was like a no contact, it's coming through with a sense of like, now that I know better, I'm able to do better. And yeah, I'm emotionally disconnected. Obviously, there's, but I hold you in high regard. And sometimes that's how it is, intuitive friends. We are in connections because either someone else needs the lesson, we need the lesson, or together both people learn the lesson. And sometimes it's, a lesson of a season, okay, as being present in someone's life for a season. And sometimes it's a lifetime. But yeah, it was very, very interesting here. Very nice reading there. All right. That being said, let's take a look here at who's up next. And that is Shatira. Shatira, come on down, my dear. All right. I'm putting all these cards back into the deck. All right, Shatira. Let's see. Nino. Hello, Nino. Welcome. All right, I'll do your reading right after I do Shatira's. But just so you know, Nino, the type of question is not the one that you posted there. Okay. I need you to take a look at the information that's in the chat and the information that's in the description box. And the focus of my reading today says it right there. How does blank, you don't need to put the person's full name, just an initial or their first name is enough, okay? So don't write the person's whole name, but how does blank possibly feel about me now? Or how does blank possibly think of me right now? And then specific type of connection. Is it a current partner? Is it a no contact? Is it an ex? There you go. Okay. So I need you to take a look at the question that you posted, Nino, and rephrase this. Okay. Because that's what I am channeling here today. Intuitive friends, please make sure that you read the thumbnail. Number one, it says it on the thumbnail. It also says it in the description box, and it also says it in the chat. So before you join and drop a super, which I very much appreciate, thank you so much. It is super important for you to read what's going on. What am I doing? What am I reading about? What is the theme? Because I have specific decks here focusing on specific, the reading that I'm going to do. All right. So Nino, go back and see how you may want to rephrase that. Okay, my dear. In the meantime, we have Shatira. Welcome. Shatira, you have the question here. How does JB think about me now? All right, let's see what's going on here, possibly with JB. Now, just as a reminder, Shatira, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see here. Think, what does or how does JB think? Nino, I need you to make sure you rewrite that, my dear. Okay? Rewrite that question because that's not the question that I'm channeling today, okay? So take a look at that. So when I finish with Shatira, I should have some type of clarity on the question that you want to be channeled, okay? All right, Shatira, I'm not responsible, intuitive friends, if you just like throw a super chat and then I don't do a reading based on your question, because that's not what that's not what I'm channeling today, okay? All right, Shatira, let's take a look here. What is J? What is it? J J J J J. How does JB think about me now? All right, let's see. What's going on with JB? What are JB? Does JB think about Shatira right now at this moment in time? Possible. Ooh, okay. I have Delicate Dawn. Okay, so I have two cards. It's not the ones this way. It's the one that I'm seeing this way, okay? So two cards fell out of the deck. First, I have Delicate Dawn. From fragile fragile beginnings, nurture growth and hold on to the promise of hope. Okay? So, in this deck, even though this message is on the reverse, Shatira, JB's thoughts is something positive. Okay? It's not negative, it's positive. So this is the lights of the reading. And I know you're like, but it's in the reverse. Yes, trust me, because strong roots says things about pulling the weeds of resentment and all this other stuff. So trust me, it's the one that came up looking at me. So there's this delicate balance that JB is kind of trying to figure out here. Okay. There's something that is either starting or wanting to be started here. And this person's thoughts are about a hope or a promise that something here can blossom, whether it's just a friendship, whether it's, listen, I'm in a situation right now, but, the hope and the emotion is there, but I don't know, whatever this may be. I don't know. I don't want to speak too much ahead of it, but I'm definitely getting someone here from fragile beginnings. Something is starting to emerge or starting to become a little clearer, or becoming more noticeable, that it's creating a spark here of, okay, I can see or think something a little bit more of growth here. Okay. But it's like the hope of it. I'm getting like something, you know how I'm seeing it? I'm seeing like a seed buried under a lot of soil. And it's just like, is it going to sprout? Is it not going to sprout? I don't see the sprouting happening yet. Okay. So there could be something very, very, very at its very big infancy, or it could just be a thought also. But let's see. Bound by demands, stifled by expectations, it's time to redefine limits and reclaim freedom. This person, okay, JB, there's some type of limitations or restrictions here. Don't know what that may be about. I don't know if it's mental, their own mental restrictions, self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Okay. But there's something here about clarity. They want to set themselves free from a specific thought that they have in mind. It's like they want to let go of a self-limited situation. I don't know if this person is in a connection, or if there could be someone that they're talking to, or someone that they're in a connection with, or if this is like the mental state. They're like, I don't know. I know that I would like to. So I'm getting like, I would like to move something here. I would like to talk to. I would like to have some type of contact here with Shatira. But it's very in this novice energy. But I'm getting this kind of like, I should or I shouldn't, I should and I shouldn't, or some type of expectations that they have in their mind. it could be some self-sabotaging thoughts or limited belief. And that what may be here that creates this entanglement in this person's mind. Whether there's an actual physical person in their energy, or they are entangling themselves with some type of thought pattern. But we're going to explore, because that's what we are here to do for entertainment purposes only. All right, I need more clarity here. Give me more. What's going on? Wait, hold on. Ding, 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 ding. Question. How does JB think about Shatira right now at this moment in time? I don't know what is causing the sense of like being stifled in something or being stuck in something. I don't know if it's like a mental block or if it's like physically something is here. Well, let's see. But I'm getting like there's this, excuse me, stifled by expectations. Yeah, there's something here. Something is limited. There's some type of limitation, but let's see. Give me more here. How does JB think about Shatira possibly here right now at this moment in time? Thoughts. See? Two of Swords. Confusion, internal conflict, indecision. This person could even be guarding their emotions. Now, granted, Swords energy is not about emotion, but if we feel confused, our emotions are going to be confused. This person is caught up very much in their head. There could be here. Okay, so let's start with the confusion part. Okay, so there's some type of like internal confusion or indecision here about something that's wrapped up in their mind, something that's come across as some sense of limitation. And I said this at the top of the reading because it came through here, bound by demands. Okay. This person is confused about something. It may not have anything to do with you per se. This person could be going through something right now. So that's one thing. The second thing is that this person may be very much caught up in the pros and the cons. You know, what is the pros of this? What is the cons of that? They may be very much in the crossroads. Should I, shouldn't I? And if I do, like, what should I do or how am I going to do it? So that sense of analytical, logical thinking is blocked. So much so that this person's intuition may also be blocked by all of the thinking that's going on here. Now, the other part of this could be that there could be two people. There could be this person is interested in you, but there's something that may be happening in the background that's not allowing something, doesn't give him the freedom, doesn't give him the whatever. So it could be their own self-limited beliefs. It could be, like I said, their own thoughts and limited beliefs. It could be them trying to survey the situation, kind of like, or it could be because there is some type of demand being placed on them from another connection or whatever this may be. King of Cups, there are emotions here. There are emotions here. King of Cups is here. And we're talking about thoughts. So this person thinks you're a good person, you're loving, you're attractive. This person feels like an intuitive attraction towards you. There's some type of magnetism that is felt here. And They think you're very good looking. Ace of Wands. There's an attraction here. What is causing this person not to put action behind their thoughts? Again, I gave you three different things going on here. But their thoughts of you, very much into you. They're just caught up in their own. I don't know if it's just like they're intimidated or, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, sometimes it does happen. You find someone very sexy, attractive, alluring, okay, with the Ace of Wands, where you're like, damn, this person is out of my league. It doesn't matter how attractive this person may or may not be. That has nothing to do with what your perception of this person may be. This person, you might be like, how the hell can this person be, like have some like type of insecurities because this person looks like a freaking model, or oh my God, but he's so sexy. Okay, you may see this person that way, but this person may see themselves in a different way. So it could be something like, I have so much emotion and passion. Maybe Shatira is out of my league. Maybe, whatever. This person is caught up in their head and it's not allowing them to stand in their power. Again, I gave you three possible energies that are coming through in regards to this because I don't know this person. I'm just, again, reading for entertainment purposes only, but there's a lot of emotions here. Even though this is a thought, I feel that this person does think about their feelings towards you and they think about how much chemistry they feel for you. They think about this chemistry. They think about this magnetic attraction. Okay. Let's keep going. Because I'm getting this person is like, shh, quiet. They're like, zip, zip. There's a lot underneath, but what is being shown externally, it's silent mode. But there's a lot of emotions here. Very interesting. Give me more here on the Two of Swords. Give me more. What is JB thinking here? Woo, there you go. Trust. This person may not, okay, I don't feel like you and this person have had a connection yet. I'm going to tell you straight up. Okay, because this is how it's feeling. Okay. There's way too much uncertainty and kind of like restriction here that it feels like there's nothing that has been physically shown or done or anything. It feels like a lot of resisting, the thoughts are resisting what the emotion is feeling. This is someone who's feeling a lot, but is caught up in their head, is how this is coming across. Trust may be a situation, not because they don't trust you, but because there's a level of creating a sense of trust that only a friendship or knowing someone with time can bring to this person feeling comfortable about how they may possibly feel about their thoughts of you. Does that make sense? Okay. So again, I feel that you see how this it says trust there, but look at that. It's two people shaking hands. So there's this energy here of like, I'm caught up in my head. I'm totally confused about how I'm going to create this moment, move towards this moment, create this level of trust where this person, meaning you, Shatira, doesn't think I'm creepy or I'm weird or, doesn't come across as a sense of like overstepping someone's boundary, especially if this person doesn't know you. Because I feel that you live in their thoughts, but it's like, again, gave you 3 possible scenarios here. Maybe they are in a connection. I don't know. Maybe they are talking to them. I don't know. Or maybe it's just their own thoughts. But there's something here about like, I don't want to overstep the boundary of being quiet. And what if I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like this person is like, they're like on the fence here. All right, let's get more. Let's get more here in regards to, I have to bring another deck here because this is a person that feels a lot, but for whatever reason, they're restricting themselves. This could also be the environment. The environment could be very restrictive for this person. So I don't know what that may be about, but it could be an environment that's restrictive, meaning they don't want to create a situation where other people are kind of like watching something unfold here also. But let's see. Give me more here on the King of Cups. What an interesting, whoa, look at that. Wasn't I talking about friendship? That just popped out. I didn't even cut the deck. Friendly support. What did I say about being friends? This is validation confirmation that what I was feeling at the top of the reading and what I was channeling and getting is 100% on point. Because I talked about the fact that I feel that there isn't even a friendship here. There's a level of trust that hasn't been established yet. And because this level of trust hasn't been established yet, it could be very difficult for this person to show how much they are interested. I even feel like there is a lack of a hello or a lack of a conversation, or you live in this person's mind. And sure enough, there you go, friendly support connected to the King of Cups. There's a desire here in this person's mind and in their emotions that they really feel like they want to get to know you. They just don't know how, for whatever reason. And again, the I don't know how could be whether it's they're in a connection already, whether it's the environment, whether it's not the right kind of conditions aligning for a connection. But there you go. Friendly support. It says fairies, garden, and friends give aid. It's like the universe is even trying here to make something happen here. And it's like something's on pause. Whether this person is afraid that they may overstep a boundary, and that's perfectly understandable, So there's something here about breaking the ice is going to be needed or necessary just to get kind of like what's going on. Okay. But yeah, there's like a handshake, like, hello, how are you? There's a fear of doing this or kind of an apprehension in regards to that, because they feel a sense of restriction here. There's an element of restriction. That's what I'm getting, that they're thinking about. All right, let's see here. Give me more here in regards to... Now, the Ace of Wands is all about that fiery energy. Give me more here on the Two of Swords. Okay. Let's see. Give me more here on the Two of Swords. JB's thoughts here towards Shatira. What's the holdup here? Oh my God. It's like everything I just said, exactly. Someone is keeping a close eye on you or your actions. What did I say? It's like not even a hello or something here. This is crazy. Exactly what I was talking about. This person is like freaking, oh my God. They are like, yeah. Hello. I think this is a secret admirer for sure. Or I'm telling you, it's someone who likes you from a distance. I mean, I can't like talk about validation confirmation here. This is exactly what I was picking up with trust. There's a friendship here that probably hasn't even occurred. Holy mackerel. This is someone who's watching you in some way, shape, or form, whether watching you in person, whether watching your social media, whether watching, they're looking and they're not saying anything. They're looking and they're not saying anything. But lo and behold, there's something about friendly support or being friends or starting a friendship because they have feelings for you. And although this is what they are thinking, they think you are hot and sexy, attractive. There you go. Woo. Well, welcome to the soap opera over here because this is like a soap opera. All right, let's see what's coming through. This person is watching you in some way, shape, or form. They're keeping tabs on you, whether in person or at a distance, or they may be asking people about you. I mean, I don't know how this is unfolding here, but this person's thought on you is on you for sure. Give me more. Give me more here on the Ace of Wands. I have two more decks here for you. I have this one and another one. And then we're going to wrap up this reading and we're going to go to the next person. But wow, Ace of Wands, give me more. Look at that. Exchanging gifts. Co-creating. Again, double on the, give or take. There's something about if something is given, something is going to be reciprocated. If something is done, something is going to be reciprocated. Again, with co-creation in the universe. Yeah, this person would definitely, there's something here about, again, I don't know what may be, what may be the situation here, but there's a definitely like tit for tat. If I say hi, the person will say hi back. There's a tit for tat type of energy here. So I don't know if there's actually an exchange happening, but the exchange doesn't feel very tangible. It feels still a little kind of energetically disconnected. Like, like we're not, it's coming even across as like we haven't physically established a sense of trust. So, I don't even think that there's a tangible friendship here. Like, oh, we've gone out for coffee, we've chatted, you know what I mean? There's this kind of energy of like, yeah, I have a lot of emotions and I feel that, and I think about this person's attraction, but I feel that there's a lot of deep thinking here about how to make something happen, how a move is going to be made. But there's definitely JB is watching and thinking and having a lot of feelings and connection. All right, let me get the shadow side. Shadow, no frills. Wait for more. Plain to see. Okay, wait. No frills. Wait for more. Plain to see it won't work. Okay. There's something here about that is like the concern. If something is moved forward, or if an action is done, or if something is said, See, it feels like there's like waiting. Give me another shadow. Shadow. Thorns present, handle with care. Again, this person's trying to tread softly here. Shadow side, don't risk it all on this. It's a losing proposition. Yeah, they feel like they may lose something in regards to this. I don't know what this is about. You know? Again, and it's coming across that this person may be thinking like, if I approach this person the wrong way, it could lead into misinterpretation of something. And it's like there's a lot having to do with that here. I don't know if this person may have had a situation, circumstance, or event where that may have been the case, but it feels like there is some type of restriction, limitation, where there are a lot of feelings or emotions here, but there's a lot of like, well, how do I even approach this? All right, let's take a look at the light side here, connected to this reading, and then we're gonna jump into the next person. Last here, let's see. Give me more. Give me the light side of JB's thoughts in connection to Shatira. All right, and we have here the light side, valuable experience, worth your time, profit. So I'm getting a lot of coins here. So coins could be career, job, okay, or something valuable. So because I was getting this energy here about something being restrictive, I don't know if that has to do with work, whether it's the environment. For example, we work in the same place, or we know the same people, or you know, there's that, or there's a something here about power. Someone could be someone else's supervisor, or there's some type of dynamic there. So it could be the environment of something here. Now, valuable experience, I'm getting this, and worth your time. Again, there is this sense of like this person thinks you're very, very valuable. They don't want to mess up. They don't want to mess up. If there is an opportunity here to create something, this person does not want to mess it up. And peaceful outcomes and relaxation aids decision. It's so funny because the Ace of Wands is about that relaxation. I feel when this person is at ease, there is a sense of thinking a lot about you. Like I'm getting like leisure. When they're in their leisure moment, there's something about leisure moment here. So maybe when they're not doing something, or maybe when they're not, comes this, energy here of either, I don't know, if there is some type of social media situation, then when they're not, busy, there's this kind of like taking a sneak peek, taking a look at something, if it's posted on social media. But they find you to be a very high value person. So there's this energy of a deep respect, or not wanting to mess something up here. And when this person isn't too busy doing something, okay, it could be job related. Also, when they're not too busy focusing, because maybe they do have a type of job where focus is super important, or keeping their eye on whatever it is that they're doing is super important. So when they have the time to kind of unwind, it's like, wow, yes. Okay. And they even think that this connection with you in some way, shape, or form, their thoughts of you, it's like this could be a really good new opportunity to get to know this person that I feel very, very much of a magnetic attraction towards. That being said, Shatira, I hope these messages have been insightful. Thank you so much. Let me know if these messages resonated for you. If something here makes sense, but that's the who is it? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah. Okay, I just so no, I'm just putting everything back. But yeah, whoa, what a reading. All right. Intuitive friends. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Shatira, thank you so much for your super. Up next, I want to say it's Nino is up next. Intuitive friends, if you're interested in taking part in this reading, please do me a favor, take a look at the title of this super chat. There's information there. Also, take a look at the description box because there's messages there. It gives you a clue on what messages I'm channeling. And or take a look at the chat list. That's going to give you a clue of the messages that I'm channeling. So before you drop your super, you need to read what's going on in the live reading, okay? Because I have a certain setup here geared to certain topics, okay? So that's going to be super helpful here for you, not to just like, you got to read. You got to make sure the pool has water before you jump in, right? Same thing here. Got to make sure this is a topic that you're interested in or that you may have like some type of connection. Again, it doesn't have to be a current connection. It can though. If you just started talking to someone, then this is I mean, I know so far it's been a lot here coming through in regards to no contact, or in this case it felt like not in the mix of getting to know each other quite yet, but kind of moving or having the desire to that. That's fine too. So if it's it's like a secret admirer, if it's a person that I just started meeting, I just started talking to, or someone that I'm talking to over the internet, haven't met them yet. There are many different scenarios here. I just need one word in order for you to let me know. Yeah, this is a new connection. Hi, Ace. What's going on, buddy? What's going on, buddy? Well, no. Buddy, get down. Off. Okay, no. Don't get all, uptight. You need to relax. Give me a second, intuitive friends, because Mr. AC Poo over here what is it, Ace? Okay, well, no, not right now. All right, intuitive friends, just give me a couple seconds here. Let me just put everything back. Relax, Ace. Be a good boy. Gonna be a good boy? By the way, for those of you who are interested in finding out more about Ace, he does have, and I should actually put it on my channel, and I don't, but I should. Ace has his own page at Ace Doggy. That's DOGGIE Corner. I'll put up the link now for those of you who are interested in following Ace. And yes, he does have his own what you call it here, his channel. So I'll place it there for those of you who are interested. All right, intuitive friends, I'm going to see who's up next. Ace Doggy Corner. All right, here we go. There's my little AC Poo. Hold on a second. All righty. All right, and here, oh, I just saw Shatira's message said it resonates. Awesome. Ace's channel. All right, intuitive friends. Nino, I have to see if you rewrote that, and then we're going to jump into your reading, my dear. Okay, there we go. Ace's channel, for those of you who are interested. All right. Up next, we have Nino. Hello, Nino. Welcome, welcome. Nino, your question is, how does M and X, no contact, how does M, X, no contact think of me? All right, so let's jump into that reading. All right, so Nino, thank you so much for being part of, oh, by the way, Coach Lou, Coach T. Lou 2001. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Greatly appreciate it. All right, Nino, let's see. How does M, who's an X and no contact, possibly thinks about you? Okay, so Nino, let's see what's coming through. And Twitter friends, if there isn't anyone after Nino, then Nino will be our last and final reading here for today. Thank you. Ooh, something came up already. Poker face. Beware of hidden intentions and underlying motives. Okay, so this person, Nino, this person may seem like they don't care. They may seem like I'm not even thinking about you. Okay. They're hiding their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, their everything. There's this energy here of acting like you don't even exist, or you don't cross my mind. I don't know. Well, I'll see what else is coming through. Give me more, because I'm getting a block here. Okay, I'm getting like I'm poker face. Okay, how does M think about Nino? How does M think about Nino? M's thoughts on Nino. Okay, let's see. Whirlwind. Don't get caught up in the drama. Choose peace. Yeah, woo, there must have been a lot of drama or a very, very difficult breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay. Poker face. This person is like, I'm not going to show how I feel or what I think. Let's see here. Beware of hidden intentions and underlying motives. There's this kind of like secret type of like, I don't want you to even think or know what I'm thinking or know what I'm feeling, because I am stoic, or there's this numb feeling here. Okay. There's this like very big block that I'm getting. Whirlwind. Don't get caught up in the drama. Choose peace. There's a lot of thoughts that come to this person's mind in regards to you, Nino. Okay. Now, I don't know if this X or no contact, I don't know who decided to do what and who decided to go their separate ways or what. Yeah, I don't need any of that information. But I am going to tell you, give me 1 second. Let me open this little thing here for my AC. You want to see outside? You want to look? There you go. No, no, over here. Look. There you go. Okay, relax. Nice. Be a good boy. Okay, sorry about that, Nino. I feel that M, with the thoughts, there was a lot. There's a lot of thoughts. There's a very big breakup, separation, or divorce, a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, I'm getting arguing, exchanging of, like an argument type of thing here that this person may still think about. I feel this person thinks about the ending or how something ended here. And it doesn't feel like it was like a peaceful ending. It feels like there was a lot going on behind the scenes, whether it's exchanging words. And even if this person didn't seem or they gave this energy here where they're like, I don't care, or I don't care to think about you, I don't care to think about the past or whatever. it's still, I feel that there's a lot there that they're trying to make peace with. They're trying to make peace with something that may still live rent free in this person's mind. Okay. So that's how this is coming across. We're going to get more. Hold on one second. Okay, let's go a little deeper here. All right, let's get a little deeper. Let's find out what's going on. Thoughts. What are M's thoughts? How does M, X no content, think about Nino? How does M, no contact, think about Nino? Ooh, Ten of Swords. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Ten of Swords. That was a very painful ending. This person is trying to let go of the thoughts, the memories. I said that. I told you from the top of the reading with this poker face. This person is like, I don't want to even show that I'm even thinking or caring or anything. Ten of Swords. It was a very, very big. Now, this could have been either way. Okay. Vice versa. Okay. And Ten of Swords is an ending. Ten of Swords is not just any type of ending. It's a painful ending. It's a painful ending where this person is trying to release the thought or the memory of something that was painful, or something that there was maybe a lot of emotions there, and then something was put on hold. Ten of Swords is some sense here of looking in a different direction. But we'll see. We'll see why this is here, or possibly why this is here. But there's this sense of like being very stoic, poker face, block. And I felt that from the top of the reading. And this person maybe even choosing to go in a different direction. You have two cards here that are showing this person kind of doing an about face, moving in a different direction, moving away, moving away. Let's see. What else is going on here? Now, the Ten of Swords does bring an element of deception, of backstabbing, of, feeling like something wasn't clear. Something just flipped over here. So let's see. 10, yeah, Eight of Swords. There's something, this person was very caught up in their head about something here. This person is very caught up in their head. I mean, I feel like now they're creating, it says choose peace. So they're kind of trying to, or maybe have, since this has happened, they've kind of created some type of mental peace having to do with this. But there was something here that was eating this person's mind up. I mean, so much so that even if something didn't look really not okay in their mind, and again, I said that about whirlwind, because what's interesting is that we're whirlwind, there's a lot of wind here. And it's funny because the Knight of Swords, I always talk about that whirlwind energy, rush of ideas, rush of thoughts, because air is swords energy, right? So rush of ideas, rush of thoughts, acting impulsively. So doing something and then thinking about it, jumping to an assumption, and then running with whatever assumption or storyline happens in the head. Okay? This person could go either way. Either a lot was said or nothing at all, because everything happens in their minds, not in reality. Okay? So this whirlwind energy gives me a very kind of like energy here of the Knight of Swords, where this person may have bolted out, left, did a turnaround, an about face here. Someone who could be angry, upset, whether the words were exchanged or whether the thoughts in their mind, there was a lot going on in this person's head that they may not have said. Because if you take a look at this Eight of Swords, and obviously it's in its upright position, but I want to show you here. This person in reality, okay, this person here in reality is just a person who's sitting down. But how are they viewing themselves? They're viewing in their mind, they're viewing themselves as stuck in a mindset or stuck in a specific storyline that they are creating in their head. That's why the Eight of Swords is this energy here of being trapped in a self-limited belief. So there could be something that was said that he just doesn't, or she or whomever, this person doesn't. Why? I don't know. They're blocking. Poker face. There's a very big stoic. We're gonna continue to unfold. I'm gonna see what comes through. But for whatever reason, this person, that poker face tells me I don't want to share what I think or how I feel about this. But there was a lot of thoughts here. So let's see. I'm gonna get more clarity, but let's see what's going on here with this person with M. How does M think about Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles? Okay. All right. So I feel that there's a lot of self-sabotaging thoughts related. Something here could have been connected to, I'm getting Wands and Pentacles. So I'm getting something here connected perhaps to career or job. Okay. Wands is career, Pentacles is money. Could be something here connected to money or their own self-worth. Okay. Listen carefully. There was, or there could have been here a situation, circumstance, or event, whether it was that this person in their mind, they were climbing the ladder of success and they decided to do a turnaround and kind of think about where they're headed towards. Okay. Or whether it was you that, whether real or imagined, Six of Wands, maybe you outranking this person, out earning this person, moving up or climbing up the ladder of success, being in the spotlight, being independent, and due to the fact that perhaps this person's lack of self-worth, having someone who is in the Six of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles, maybe your independence, maybe the fact that, you were or are or were in the past or recent past going towards something that was important to you or valuable to you, or something that with time, this person saw you here as someone who could accomplish a lot, that you can do a lot, that you could move up in the world, because this person is thinking of you as the Six of Wands. And they're thinking of themselves as the Eight of Swords with the Ten of Swords. So there's this very big differentiation here of how this person sees themselves versus how they see you. And this is telling me here energetically, because this is like one energy and this is another energy. And this is a person who, for whatever reason, may not have been comfortable with either some sort of attention that you were getting or about to get, or some type of climbing the ladder of success, or at some point maybe earning more money than them, or there was a sense of independence and sense of self-reliance here where they may have felt inferior, even if that wasn't the reality of the situation. That is how they were thinking, possibly here, of this energy. Okay, so it's not if it makes sense to you, it's to this person's perception. That's why they have the eight of swords. The eight of swords is someone trapped by their own limited beliefs, by their own lack mindset. And so if this person, and I'm not saying that's the case, but again, this is the energy that's coming through. If this person maybe felt a sense of, I'm not worthy enough, or I don't make that amount of money, or I don't have that amount of degrees, or I don't have whatever it is in their mindset, then being with someone in this energy is going to bother them, because it's going to bring out this person's insecurities or inadequacies. Even if you don't think that, that's how they're thinking of this. Because this person sees you, they think of you as a person who's the Six of Wands. They think of you as a person who is able to move past internal and external struggles and be a very self-reliant, satisfied person in their either career, field, finances, studies. But it's something about that. And it doesn't matter if it wasn't an issue for you. It was an issue for this person. And maybe this person's pride and ego may not be able to handle someone with this energy. Because if you look at this, 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, poker face, whirlwind, completely different energy than the 6 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. They're night and day. So there was an internal struggle here that this person was going through internally. Maybe it's a social thing. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe it's family values. I don't know. But this person has a very different perception of you, or I don't know your gender, but of someone like climbing up the ladder of success. Like you're going to leave them behind. If not now, maybe in the near future. And so this person may not have felt comfortable with that, because that's what I'm getting here. Because this person sees you as a 6 of Wands. They see you as a successful person, whether at the moment that this happened or whether they saw the potential in you to be in the spotlight or be in a position that this person may not be. Or maybe there's a cultural difference, right? Where, I don't know, but they see you in a very good light. So it's like, if you see this person in a very good light, why are you so stuck in this energy, right? So it could be pride, it could be ego, it could be, eventually in their own head. Again, it's not what's real, it's how they perceive it. That eventually you would leave them behind, or that they don't feel that they're on the same level, whether it's career level, financial level, or ambition level. Okay. Again, there could be differences of cultural values, norms, ideas. This person could have had their own mindset in something. So instead of opening up and feeling vulnerable and telling you and talking to you about it, they may have just not said anything at all and walked in a whole different direction. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person didn't even explain any of this. But there was a lot of thinking about something here. Something felt very uncomfortable for this person, and it has a lot to do with their own self-worth. I don't feel it has to do with anything that you may have done. It's in their own thoughts. And again, feeling very, very I'm feeling this very strongly. It's like someone being scared of being left behind, you know? And I'm not saying this is the case, but I'm going to give you an example, okay? So it's as if, and I'm not, again, I'm stressing this. This is just an example of what I'm about to say, okay? I'm not saying that this is your situation, but this is the best example that I'm being shown at this moment in time. It's like, let's say, right, two people are dating or are talking to each other and or are in a relationship, and they're both on the same level, right? And let's say one person is um studying acting, or one person is like really their dream is to be well known or to do something very big. Let's say just acting, for whatever reason. Let's just pick acting. And while both people were talking or in the relationship, and they were both on the similar kind of platform, or and equally yoked in that way, then one person gets a role to star in a big hit film. And all of a sudden, this person is going up, climbing up, and this person feels left out, or feels like, wow, now I'm going to be left behind, because now this person is going to be a celebrity. They're going to go into Hollywood. They're going to, again, that's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. So they start kind of feeling it highlights the feeling of inadequacy that this person was feeling. Had nothing to do with you. This is probably something that they've always felt in, behind closed doors, maybe something that happened in their childhood, maybe I don't know, whatever this is. And now it's like, wow, before this person leaves me, I'm going to leave them. Or before this person decides to push me to the curb, I'm just going to just shut down and not say anything. Maybe even do an about face here. But that's the energy that I'm getting here. All right, let's see. Give me more here on the Ten of Swords. Support. Yeah. This person doesn't feel that they could have supported you. They felt inadequate. They were thinking to themselves, well, wow, this person is leveling up and I'm not. I'm telling you, it feels like self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Give me more here on this Eight of Swords whirlwind. What is this person's thoughts here? The leveling up here. And especially if there's like, look at that. Concerned. Someone's concern may not be sincere, hiding their ulterior motives. See, one person is feeling very loving and whatever, and the other person is wearing a mask, very stoic. So I don't know the gender of who's who or what's going on here, but I'm just going to say this. And it doesn't have to be, people see me from all over the world. So I'm just going to say it like I'm feeling, especially if this is a situation where in cultures, and I'm not saying that this is the case in your situation, okay, where if this is a male, and I'm not saying it has to be, but I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling, especially if this is a male, and if you are a female, and I'm not saying you have to be, but I'm just saying, okay, that there is this energy here where there's I don't want her out earning me, or I don't want her outshining me, or I don't want her to be so independent that she doesn't need me. So it's an ego issue. Okay. If it's not a gender situation, okay, so if it's not gender, let's throw gender out of here, but I had to mention it because in some, dynamics that does play a role. And again, I'm seeing all over the world. So although I'm in the United States of America and my thoughts and are different, I do need to explain it in a way that it's like, I don't know where you're watching me from, right? If it's not gender, it's I don't want someone to outshine me because they're going to make more money and they're going to be independent, and then I'm not going to be able to support them because I don't have something here. There's something here that this person sees you as, I'm able to get something. You're able to climb the ladder of success. You're maybe here going to, do something great. They see you as a person who has a lot of potential, and your potential may out potential them in their head, in their mind, you know? I mean, there are places around the world where that makes a very big deal. We're like, no, I don't want my partner making more money than me. I don't want my partner outshining me. I don't want my partner to be, to have more degrees than me or be more educated than me or be, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a traditional role. There's nothing wrong with traditional roles. I'm just saying if this is where this is coming from, this person doesn't support supporting someone who might actually outdo them in something. So instead of this person being supportive, this person would have been, and I listen. I'm saying here what I'm feeling. I'm like, if I had an ex that had this energy, I'd be happy that I'm not with them. Because if you're going to be intimidated by my celebrity status or my successes or my abilities or my higher income or my whatever, if you see me this way as a person who's like really going to do something fabulous and great, and you feel inadequate or insecure about my success, then this person doesn't need to be around you because this person is not going to be supportive. And I feel that this person thought that. So this person has their own insecurities here. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where, it could have been a blessing in disguise. Let's see what else is coming through here. And sometimes, because there's this poker face here, so there could have been something left unsaid and something not have been explained. But I feel that if this person did ghost or leave or not communicate, that's even a bigger confirmation that this person lacks the skills to have the type of communication that would have been, supportive for you. So if a person can't explain all of this and can't kind of, then you know what? Blessing in disguise is what I'm saying. But let's see. What else is this person thinking here? The chaser, you see? Runner chaser dynamic. Fear of abandonment. Right there. What did I say? This person was afraid that you were going to leave them behind with time. In time, not at that moment where whatever this happened or this person decided to do whatever. At some point, they felt that you would go in a different direction because they saw you as a person who's going to climb the ladder of success, that has a lot of potential, has a lot of inspiration, ambition. Here with the Six of Wands, you not only have that ambition, but you also have the ability to be in the public light. You have the ability to soar your own income, your own money, your own nest egg, your own independence, your own self-reliant energy. And this person, due to their own insecurities, may have felt at some point you will leave them behind. You would find someone that is more on your level in the future or whatever this is about. Like I said, their own insecurities. So this is not about you. This is about a person who cannot be with someone who they feel may outshine them. This person doesn't have the emotional maturity and emotional security, and maybe here, maybe doesn't have a strong career or a strong economic support, or even if they do, they don't think you should be the person to be out there, making it big. So what a reading here. Wow. All right, let's see. What's this? Okay. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. There's a lot here. This person has a lot of stuff going on here, But let's see. Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. So there's something about you should not move forward. So at the end of the day, and I'm going to tell you, sometimes it's not about money. It's about power. It's the power to be independent. It's the power to, move in your own direction or accomplish your own goals or accomplish your own whatever, right? Because if you have this, then you don't need me. If you have this, then so it doesn't matter how much a person may have tangibly or not. It's you. I mean, listen, let me give you another example here. By the way, you have thinker. Look at that. Let me give you another example here. And this is an example that's coming through because I'm seeing Prince Charles and Princess Diana when they were together back in the olden days. Prince Charles was a prince. Diana was she wasn't a commoner, but she wasn't a princess until she married him. Even though he was a prince at the time, okay, he felt intimidated by her publicity, by the fact that people saw her, they viewed her. It wasn't about money. He was the person that had the, more money, more stature, more clout, more power, more everything. Why would he be jealous of her? Well, it wasn't because of the money. It was because she was, in a way, very modern and independent. And she climbed to a level of success and celebrity status that even though he had his own clout and position and power, she was gaining more traction and more celebrity status. That's what this person is thinking about. So when I say sometimes it has nothing to do with money. It's about power, pride, and ego. So that's how this is coming across here. All right, let's take a look here. So again, this is what, and I said this at the top of the reading. I said this person sees you as someone who's very successful, or someone who could become very successful. You could climb the ladder of success. You could be in the public light, or do something that, again, you come across as someone very independent, okay, successful in the long run. Maybe this person wants to be the only person who's at the height of their game. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's how they were raised. There's no wrong or right. There's just kind of trying to gain clarity here on what's coming through. And that's just like the inequality of power. And that has nothing to do with money. That has to do with someone feeling a certain way towards someone else, okay, about what they could succeed or what they could do, or, So there we go. All right, let's take a look here at what's coming through here. Again, I hope these messages resonate here for you, but I'm getting a very kind of a dynamic here. Like I said, it could be cultural. It could be someone's personal beliefs. We're going to take a look at the shadow side first. And it says spotted reputation, going bad, rotten idea. You see? You see what I'm saying? And this says turning back, walk away, unreceptive to new ideas. There you go. Validation, confirmation of what I've been saying since the top of the reading. This person may not have agreed with you choosing something or doing something in regards to career or finance or money or whatever. This person was not on board with that energy. They didn't think it was a good idea. And what did they do? They turned their back. They walked away. Exactly what I was talking about at the top of the reading with the Ten of Swords and the poker face. This person could not be supported of your dream, your idea, your ambition, your career, your money, your whatever. And it's not so much about money. It could be about power. It could be about ego. It could be about pride. Or it could be about cultural differences. But there you go. Validation, confirmation. Let's take a look at the light side of this energy. Wow, what a reading here. I hope this has brought some type of clarity. Again, these messages are for entertainment purposes only, but let's see. Show me the light side here of the Six of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. M's ideas here, their thoughts. Someone's ego or pride was bruised, or someone here just wasn't happy for someone else to move up or climb up the ladder of success. Give me, yes, getting satisfaction, good times, happy endings. As long as things were the way they were before this, everything seemed very good. So I even feel this person completely shifted. They went from a person who was very, things seemed really good, or at the very least, whether there was a connection already or whether there was like the starting of getting to know someone, whatever this was. And all of a sudden, it turned in a whole different way. They got caught up in their head the moment that whatever the Six of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles is. And I feel that this is your energy. So I don't know what this is about, but it feels very much connected here to your energy. Let's take a look at one more and then we're going to close this reading. Okay, my dear? Hopefully these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Ooh, let's take a look at the light side. Look at that. See that? I didn't pull it out. This person did not feel comfortable with the amount of abundance or success that either your decision, your life, your whatever this is about was going to do. Flow of abundance. Abundance flows. Reap the rewards. Didn't I tell you that this was like you climbing the ladder of success? This is what this person kept thinking about. You being financially independent, maybe outgrowing them, leaving them at some point, because now, at some point or whatever, there would have been this kind of like, I'm where I need to be. And instead of looking at you as a person to build with, they saw you as a person who may threaten or compete or bruise the ego or some type of pride situation here. Okay. There's a lot of self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs connected to this person. All right. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Intuitive friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, loyalty, and support. Nino, thank you so much for being here. Hello, St. Thomas III. If it's connected to the question that I have up there, you just select one. Please make sure that you read carefully. Because these messages are focusing on the following. Okay, it's either, hold on one second, let me read it verbatim. It's a 10-minute, pick one. How does, and you don't need to put their full name, you could just put their initial, or you could put their first name. How does blank possibly feel about me now? Or how does fill in the blank possibly feel about me now? Okay. Either way, you can let me know if this is a new connection, if this is a current partner, if this is a no contact, if this is an ex, if this is someone that you're talking to right now, if this is someone who ghosted you, or whatever this is. Okay? So just make sure you read very carefully and you just choose one of the questions. If you're interested in taking part, I can do that now. So yes, you can still purchase. I'm only going to be here, 5 more minutes. So in 5 minutes, let me know what you may want to do. Okay. That being said, Nino, I hope these messages have been insightful. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for St. Thomas the Third. If St. Thomas Third is going to jump in and do the reading. Oh, let's see. Hold on something here. What did you write here? Okay, hold on a second. Nino, he just stopped talking to me. Yeah, I can see that with poker face. I don't know why. Wanted to know, but he didn't answer me. I went abroad. Aha! Here we go. My master's degree. Moving up, climbing up. More money. Again, doesn't have to be money, but it's about, let me see. Masters, and he was upset. Why does he want to talk to me? He's a director of IT company. Wonderful. It does not exclude him from having self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, abandonment issues, ego or pride situations here. That does not exclude him. He could be a billionaire for all I care. That does not exclude someone from having self-worth issues and having certain thoughts and ideas. Okay. All right. What else did you write here? You wrote, yes, true, I see. His mother was divorced. Past situations. I can imagine yep, there you go. Ego issues. Okay. There you go. Wow. Thank you, Nino, for the validation confirmation. Okay. All right. Last but not least, now I'm going to close the reading here. I'm going to write, sir, wait, hold on one second. I see the reading here for St. Thomas. Okay, St. Thomas, you're the last and final. Okay. So I'm just going to write here, close session. All right. And there we go. So we're going to close this session now and we're going to replace the pins. There we go. All right. Done. All right. So Nino, thank you so much for sharing that with that validation confirmation. I hope this has given some type of clarity here for entertainment purposes only. Up next, we have St. Thomas. St. Thomas, welcome. But before I jump into St. Thomas's reading, I want to say, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. My name is Lexa Tarot. If you're new here on my channel, if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. You'll get all the information about me if you're interested in learning more about me. That being said, intuitive friends, please take a look at the monthly readings in the monthlies playlist. Okay, take a look at that. There's lots there. There's lots on the playlist. So even if you didn't have an opportunity to get a reading here today, feel free to take a look at that. Intuitive friends, just so you know that I do free mini readings on my channel. So that being said, join me for those. But I always have an opportunity for those of you who would like to ask something personal. Today is the what does so-and-so or how does someone feel or think. Next time, I may be spilling the tea where you can ask me what's going on with. Okay, but this is not that reading today. That's why I always say, always read what I have at the top of the thumbnail or what's written as the title. Different super chat lives will be focusing on different things. So just make sure that you take a look at that before you join. All right, intuitive friends, our last and final is going to be St. Thomas III. I will be doing the channeling there. But first, let's get all this together here. Intuitive friends, thank you for your love, your support, your loyalty. It does mean the world to me. Thank you so much for those of you who are members. St. Thomas III is a member, so welcome. As is Butterfly as well. So Butterfly and Sir Thomas III are both members here on the channel. So thank you so much for your membership. Thank you so much for being here. Nino said thank you very much. You're very welcome. Okay. I say you are doing very well. Keep moving up in the world. Okay, my dear? You've got beautiful success coming your way. So keep moving forward. Don't let someone else's insecurities interfere with your life, your successes, your destiny, and your soul purpose. All right. Let's put everything back in its place. And intuitive friends, we're going to jump into the next and final reading of the day. I want to say thank you to all of you who came out, especially I want to say a special thanks to Butterfly for volunteering to the channel, volunteering as the moderator. Okay, thank you so much, Butterfly. Butterfly, I'm gonna put up the time and date for the tier number 3, you ask and I answer. So I'll be putting that in the membership tier 3 post. So make sure you take a look at that, okay? So you've got an April reading that you got to do. All right. All right. Now, let's get more information here. Thank you so much, Sir Thomas, for reading everything carefully and for phrasing here this. Okay. So it says, how does R feel about me now? He has been MIA for some days now. Okay. We're chatting on IG, but he's taking time to respond. I'm a Gemini sun, Scorpio moon, and he's a Pisces. Okay, awesome. Okay. Are you physically dating this person? Because it's coming across as like talking. I'm just letting you know already from the start, it's feeling like it's like more of a talking thing. Because I feel a disconnect, like a distance disconnect. I feel like this is a talking stage thing. Let me know, St. Thomas, if I'm right on the energy that I'm already picking up here. I don't know if it's like, yeah, I feel like there's nothing. Yeah, you see? Hello, intuitive friend. You see what I'm saying? When I pick up energy, I'm telling you, I'm like, I feel like you're not dating this person. I feel it's like just talking. This is like talking stages. Yep, there you go. Validation confirmation. Thank you so much. That's all I wanted to know, because that's the moment I read your what do you call this? Your question here. It came up as like they're just talking. They're just talking, and I'm like, I have to say it. I gotta say it because it feels like this is just chit-chatting here. And I'm hearing lack of substance. So I don't know what that's about, but let's see. All right, let's see here what's coming through for St. Thomas III. Okay. How does Richard or R feel about St. Thomas III now? I'm telling you, I heard lack of substance. So let's see. I'm already connecting with this person's energy because I was picking up that this was like just talking. It's just talking and lack of substance. But let's see. I wouldn't be surprised. Missed chances. Don't have regrets. Cherish your moments together. Okay. Listen very closely here. This person, I wouldn't be surprised if this person, the same way that they connect with you, wishful thinking, Having lofty ideals. Yeah, that's right after that. That's exactly what I was picking up. Mischances. I'm not surprised this person is talking to multiple people in that way. Okay. The same kind of false emotional connection. Okay. You could be talking to this person till you're blue in the face, and they could be talking to you till they're blue in the face. There's something here about testing boundaries here. Love bombing or consistency being the foundation of something, so that there could be this sense of wishful thinking here, hooking of the emotions, hooking of something here that does not have substance. That's why I was getting that energy. Wishful thinking, having lofty ideals leads to a letdown. Be realistic. Yeah, there you go. That's why I was picking up. This is just talking, and I was getting what was the thing that I just said a little while ago? I just channeled it. Lack of substance. You got to be realistic to what this says. This person could be the person that does this with a lot of people. Okay. They make that quote unquote emotional connection here and I'm going to tell you, it feels like this person has been consistent. Okay. This person has been like consistently like showing a sense of consistency. Now they've pulled back, and now they're trying to see, are you going to run or chase after them? They're testing your self-worth issues here. So don't fall into the trap. Someone who is real about what they're doing, they're not going to disappear and reappear. They're going to be consistent all the time. So there's this energy here where, this, person, the situation, someone here needs to be realistic here. And I wouldn't even be surprised that this person is saying things like, I miss you. I think about you so much. Oh my God, I'm getting a little bit of love bombing here, but let's see. Is this thinking or feeling? Let's see. Feeling. Okay. So let me go to the other deck here. Mischances. Ooh, look at that. The moon with the 7 of cups. What did I just say to you? Didn't I just say that this person is talking to other people? 7 of cups, multiple options. With the moon card, this person isn't telling you that. Exactly what I just said. And that just flipped over. I didn't even cut the deck. This person has a lot of people that they're chatting with, same type of connection. And that's why I was getting this person is all talk. This person is talking to you like they're talking to other people. They are not saying that to you, though. They're keeping that quiet. They're keeping that secret. Moon card, keeping something secret or buried. Okay. That may be this person's MO. Super interesting, because that is very much connected to what I was feeling there. Give me more. Give me more with wishful thinking. Huh? Look. You see that? I'm not doing anything. Death card. It's like I'm psychic or something, right? I don't know. Something's come to an end. This person is testing to see. They're testing your self-worth issues. Are you going to be running after them? Are you going to be chasing them? Are you going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? What's that? That's what this is. I'm telling you. I didn't even need the deck of cards. I was already coming through with this person. Death card. Something's come to an end. I don't even need to bring more of that, because this is all I need. Look at that. You got to be realistic with what this is. You got to be realistic that This is just someone out there talking to people, looking at their Instagram accounts, finding them attractive or cute or sexy, trying to, get a chance at talking to them, and continually talking to other people and making other connections. Seven of Cups, clouded judgment, a lot of options, a lot of choices. And by the way, this person feels really good with everybody they talk to. So it's not like this special rare thing. Okay. Sorry to bust your bubble, but I gotta call it like it comes out. I gotta call it like I see it. Here with the Death card. There you go. Let's keep going. Give me more here with the Moon card and the Seven of Cups with this person here. Wait, hold on. What's this person's initial? Oh, Richard or Richard. Richard's feelings here. And this person connects to people's emotions. They pull on their heartstrings. There's something about emotions here. And it's like that's their MO. Oh, like talking sweet. I'm talking like a sweet talker, love bomber, showing consistency at the beginning because they want to give a false, there's a lot of mushiness here. There's a lot of like, oh, wow, this is like, oh my gosh, you're what I feel for you and the conversations that we have, is that type of energy. You see? Influence and sway, validation, confirmation. I just told you. This is a person who's a sweet talker. I'm telling you. This person, love bomber, sweet talker. This person will talk to anyone that they feel that they are emotionally, they feel some type of emotional connection. And whether this person is single or not single, they like to have a lot of options here. I'm telling you, they're talking to more than one person. They may not be dating everybody, but there's something about this MO, about talking, swaying, persuading. There you go. Influence, being swayed by what they say and how they say it. And remember that I was telling you, hooking by words, hooking the emotions through what is said. Love bombing, and this being the MO. This person could easily convince someone they're in a relationship without even seeing this person, without even dating them. That's how good this person is with this energy. You know what I mean? They may be a very sweet talker. Woo! Look, I didn't even finish shuffling, and jealousy issue came up. They may be having, they want to see, can you get upset? Have I reeled you in enough that I can, in a way, emotionally hook you to not only my words, but now I'm going to make you feel something, because now I'm going to disappear, or I'm going to take a step back. Now I'm going to be quiet, the Moon card. I'm going to be quiet. And now I'm going to see how you're going to reel, because now I'm going to see, do you care about me? Do you like me? Is my sweet talking abilities creating a false sense of something here? because there's something about now I've ended something, or now I'm not doing something that I used to do or say what I used to say. Moon with the death card, and I want to see how you're going to react. What did I tell you about that emotional hook? And if you start chasing and start worrying, because this person, again, sweet talker, really good on pulling on someone's energy and emotion. Same thing they do to other people. 7 of Cups. Now you're not the only one. Sorry to bust the bubble. Possibly that's what's coming through. Okay. Now they want to see how much you care, because this jealousy thing or this chaser dynamic gives this person strength or power in their head. They feel like, damn, you see, like, if, I got it. I got it. There you go. The games people play, I tell you. The games people play. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Give me more here. Hold on. I'm being called to take up another deck here because this is some serious tea being spilled here. And this is not even the tea spilling situation. I'm going to tell you something here. First of all, this is not just you. Okay, so don't take it personal. A lot of people fall into this trap right here. A lot of people fall into this trap of like, oh my gosh, they start making illusions in their mind. Like, yeah, I'm talking to this person. Haven't even seen them. You haven't got on a date with them. They probably live very far from you. And there's this like fantasy thing. It's not real until you meet the person. And I'm not saying that you should meet the person. I mean, there's some dangerous stuff that happens out there, but I'm just saying. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, see, I don't even fall for this nonsense. Oh, you forgot to call me, to text me too? Okay. I just block you. I thought something happened. I thought you got hit by your truck. What the hell? I didn't know. Oh, well. Blocked. See you. Whatever you were doing, I hope you're happy doing whatever it is. But I can see whatever it is here. Journey. What did I tell you? Adventure. This is an adventure. See? This is let's have fun. Adventure awaits, a physical or emotionally expanding experience ahead. What did I just say? Didn't I say illusion? Didn't I say this person could possibly be the type of person that is sweet talking a lot of people, 7 of Cups, keeping it quiet, love bombing anyone and anything that they find to be quite emotionally entertaining or emotionally or physically adventurous. What did I say? They're looking at pictures, because if you're not physically stimulating to them, they're not going to even bother saying a hello. Physically and emotional. There you go. I'd be like, thank you, next. I wouldn't even say anything. The way that I would disappear from this person's radar wouldn't even be funny. They wouldn't even know. Next time they come to look for me, they don't find me. Oh, well, have fun. That's just me. I'm not telling you what to do. You do what you wish. We all have free will. But this type of energy like this, oh. Ooh, look at that. Amusement. I'm telling you, this person is having fun. Amusement. Let me see how many people I can have conversations online with. You see, I shuffle. There's no cherry picking here. I find your stories comical and your life a source of entertainment. They're talking as a sort of entertainment. When they're bored, when they have nothing to do, when they're tired of working all day or whatever it is that this person does, let me just go and just chit chat with a group of people, a couple of people. Let me take a look at their profile. I gotta see, because they gotta be cute. They gotta be, looking good so that I can do my love bombing and start talking to everybody under the sun. No one knows that I'm talking to other people. Even if this person is single, they're just out there casting a very big net. Let's cast a net. Entertainment, amusement, entertainment, and journey, adventure. There you go. Let's see what else is coming through. Wow. Regeneration. This person has a tendency to do this peekaboo situation. A Houdini act. That's what I call these things, Houdini acts. Like Houdini, 1 minute I'm here, 1 minute I'm not. 1 minute I leave things as they were, frozen in time. I go, I leave, I don't talk. Days, weeks. So at first it's going to be like this. At first it's going to be a couple of days. Then from a couple of days, this person might come back, and then that's going to be the next time. It's going to be a couple of weeks. Then it's like there's this kind of like when someone else isn't, in doing enough entertainment, then they'll go to the other person. There's a lot of kind of like restarting. I'll stop this, restart over there. I'll end with one person, take a break, go to the other, restart, or go in another direction. So there's this like ending and regeneration. Okay, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go is how this is coming across to me. All right, give me the shadow of this situation. Give me the shadow. Well, hopefully these messages have been insightful. As I always say, free will is a thing. Free will is real. And yeah. Hold on. What? Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what's coming through here. Give me the shadow. What's the shadow of this person's shadow? Storm, too violent, shelter needed. Yeah, they're hiding. Breadcrumbing is going to be the next thing here. Not able to proceed, close to negotiation. Shadow. There you go. Validation confirmation. Let me hold on, because I'm seeing another deck that I need to use for you. Let me take a look at my last and final deck. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right, last and final. And this is for you, so you don't fall into this scenario. Let's take a look at some affirmations for you to regain your power and step away, or whatever it is that you choose to do with this energy. All right, that's what I'm getting here. Again, this person is, close negotiation. There's something here about putting something on pause or in an end. Validation confirmation on this death card in tarot. Storm, too violent. Shields needed. Again, they're pulling back, taking a step back, remaining quiet, and maybe even testing boundaries here. Let's take a look at affirmations in order for you to reclaim your power with this situation. I am unstoppable. Okay? I am unstoppable. What else is coming through here for Saint Thomas III? Another daily affirmation for you. I accept and love my body. I accept and love my body. I accept, I love myself. I accept and I love, like, remember that I said that this person is going to try to see what your self-worth issues are. Because if you are not in this energy of you being unstoppable, confident, brave, in your power, then you could easily fall into this web of whatever this is that this person is doing. I accept and love my body. I accept and I love my independence, my potential, my success. I have an optimistic outlook on life. Okay. That being said, Nino, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. I also want to say thank you not only to St. Thomas III, but I also want to say thank you to Butterfly. I want to say thank you, Butterfly, for volunteering here on the channel. And I want to thank all of you who participated in this reading today on this super chat. Intuitive friends, thank you for your love, your loyalty, and support. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks, intuitive friends.